On Monday, students at New College of Florida in Sarasota will begin their first full academic year following the state's controversial overhaul last spring.
Earlier this week, we sent I-Team investigator Katie LaGrone back to campus to find out how the school's new leadership and its new mission has changed life at this small college, still trying to find its way forward.
Our visit to New College in Sarasota begins at the dorms, where new students are still settling in, and returning students are settling back into a new reality on campus.
It's scary.
Marshall Bustamante is about to start his fourth and final year at New College, but even before the semester begins, he's learning senior stripes no longer guarantees you first choice at senior digs.
Who took over your room?
Well, I mean, the administration removed me from my room so that athletes could be there.
Long known as a safe haven for progressive thought and LGBTQ+ expression, one of the most visible changes at the small liberal arts college is its dramatic expansion of athletics, including new softball, baseball, basketball, and soccer teams. More college sports here means sharing the campus with more student athletes. In fact, as the school touts a record number of new students this year, nearly half of them are newly recruited athletes.
I think it's good that we're building it up.
Freshman Andrea Gonzalez and Kaylin Posey were awarded scholarships to play on the school's first ever soccer team.
I know that change is a hard thing, and I know that a lot of people probably aren't happy with the changes, but we wouldn't be able to come here and be doing school if it weren't for the athletics.
I think we're bringing something great here, so
We are, definitely.
These guys are among 70 baseball players drafted to play for the school's new baseball team. Though the college has yet to be approved to play in the National Association of Intercollegiate Athletics, doesn't have a baseball field of its own, and batting cages are just going up. For 22-year-old Landon Morrison, leaving a Division I school in North Carolina for a chance to play for his old high school baseball coach, now New College's head coach and athletic director, was a pitch he couldn't say no to.
It could be risky, but I just really wanted to be part of Mario's program again. I believe in him, and I believe in the coaches that he's bringing in to get me to the next level.
But across campus, it's hard to ignore the quiet political tension that remains. 8 months after the state began its controversial overhaul. The changes, initiated by Governor Ron DeSantis, are part of his ongoing reform of a public education system he says has gone woke.
They are not meant to indoctrinate students in political ideology. That is not a good use of taxpayer funds.
thank you.
What began with the governor's appointment of 6 new conservative board of trustee members quickly led to New College's former president getting fired, its diversity and inclusion office eliminated, and several faculty up for tenure denied. Since the state's restructuring, nearly 40% of faculty here have left, says Dr. Amy Reed, the only faculty member currently serving on the college's board.
No, the political tensions have not calmed down.
Reed, who's been teaching at New College for nearly 3 decades, has been an outspoken critic of the state's changes and remains concerned about New College's future.
I'm concerned about the impact of the brain drain on this campus. When we have lost a lot of faculty and staff and students, it's hard for the place to run.
A few weeks ago, the board voted to start abolishing the school's gender studies program. Its only full-time gender studies professor resigned. Reed, who's also director of the program, says several classes had to be canceled at the last minute because there's no one to teach them.
Nobody wants to be the object of a hostile takeover. No one wants to live through a siege.
Senior Marshall Bustamante told us a lack of professors has also left him scrambling after he recently learned a senior philosophy course he needs was canceled.
So what does that mean for you?
I have to find a way to graduate.
Have you had to cancel classes?
No, zero. Not
No
one,
classes have been
no,
canceled.
No, this is
No
the,
TBAs.
No,
So that's
nothing.
inaccurate.
Absolutely inaccurate.
He's the guy with all the answers about New College's new face. Interim President Richard Corcoran answers our questions. How the school is dealing with a mass exodus of professors, why student athletes seem to be getting first dibs at housing, and what he's now saying about the ongoing criticism that New College's future is being driven by right-wing politics. Our coverage of a new year at New College continues next week. I'm Katie LaGrone reporting.